Peace everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's the Reaction Overlord. We're back with another video. Okay, so we got some major Spider-Man news. Rumor has it that Miles Morales will appear in the upcoming Spider-Man 4 film starring Tom Holland. Now this is going to be real major because as we all know, Tom Holland, he is the star right now of Spider-Man. He's been in 3 of his own solo films along with the Avenger films and Captain America Civil War. He's also just made a major deal with Marvel and Sony for 6 more films. 3 will be including 3 more of his solo films, Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6, which is Miles Morales. He will appear in Spider-Man 4. Now I think they're doing that is because they're going to be setting up for a Tom Holland exit when he leaves Spider-Man, because so far he's been Spider-Man for a few years now, and it looks like he's going to be Spider-Man for probably about another 5 or 6 years. So whoever they pick to beat Miles Morales, I'm sure it's going to be a young actor, someone who can grow into the role. But this is what they're saying. They're saying that Miles Morales is best known for being the hero on Sony's animated Spider-Man universe. He's set to return as the web slinger in the upcoming animated film Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which premiered later this year. However, there is a rumor that Miles Morales may be making his way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel Studios Spoilers subreddit is buzzing as a new rumor suggests that Miles Morales will be part of the upcoming Spider-Man 4. This information was shared by well-known Hollywood insider Film Odyssey on Twitter, which they tweeted, as has been mentioned, Miles Morales will be in Spider-Man 4. He won't be the same age as Peter. He'll be younger. A little bit of time will have passed since Spider-Man No Way Home, from what I can tell. No word on if Donald Glover will be returning as his uncle. We'll have to see. And the reason why they mentioned Donald Glover is because Miles Morales, he should already exist in the MCU, because if you remember on Spider-Man Homecoming, Donald Glover's character Aaron Davis, aka Prowler, he is the uncle of Miles Morales, which he told Spider-Man, my nephew lives around here. So I think that's like a kind of an Easter egg that they mention out, because y'all know how Marvel, how they do, they try to set things up years in advance. So I think this is great. The rumor of Miles Morales being in Spider-Man 4 gave rise to the speculation that the MCU will replace Tom Holland's Peter Parker. This new fan theory is based on the comic book where Miles Morales becomes Spider-Man after Peter's demise. Of course, this comic book series is set in a different timeline, so things could go differently in the MCU. Not to mention, it all feels too soon to replace Peter Parker in the MCU. Yeah, like I mentioned, Tom Holland, he just signed a new deal with Sony and Marvel to appear in 6 new films. 3 of them is his own films and 3 in other projects, such as maybe Avengers, and I'm sure he's going to be teaming up with street-level heroes, people like Daredevil, Deadpool. If they bring back Luke Cage, that would be hot too, but we never know. It also says, after Marvel went all out in last year's Spider-Man movie and gathered all 3 actors who played Spider-Man into one film, the MCU has barely scratched the surface of the potential of Holland in the MCU. Then again, it is unlikely that the MCU is going to replace Peter Parker as the web slinger in the MCU. Tom Holland has recently signed a deal to appear in the MCU trilogy for the Spider-Man and will also be a part of 2 other MCU films. In other words, Marvel is contractually obliged to continue the story of Peter Parker for several more years. If Miles Morales makes his debut in Spider-Man 4, Parker may mentor Morales. The rumors indicate that a long time has passed since the events of Spider-Man No Way Home. Parker may already be in the later part of his college days and working as a photographer for the Daily Bugle when he meets Morales. And I think he's probably going to meet Morales at Feast, because y'all know that's where Aunt May, she went to help people, and because of Aunt May passed away in the last film, He probably is going to be missing her Peter. He's probably going to be there and helping people as well. Something that he think that Aunt May would want him to do, and that's where he probably will run into Morales because he'd be there as well. So I think that would be great. The appearance of Morales in the Spider-Man 4 may be a sign that Marvel and Sony intend for their Spider-Verse to be merged at some point. Tom Hardy's Venom also hinted at crossing over to the MCU at the end of No Way Home, with rumors suggesting that Venom will be making his MCU debut in Spider-Man 4. I don't know. That would be also great though, if Venom came inside. But I believe that's what they are working up towards anyway. I think that they see the big money in all this, plus with the mergers happening with everything, and these are billions upon billions of dollars projects that these companies are making when they're doing things like this. So we're not dealing with idiots right here. These are very smart people in these places, and they in those places for a reason. So I think we're gonna get a bunch of crossovers. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. I think this is gonna be great. Like I said, Tom Holland, he won't be leaving the MCU yet, but they're setting up for a younger actor to come in to play Miles Morales and eventually take over as the MCU Spider-Man when Tom Holland eventually do leave. I think that would be awesome. But let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.